It's the NBA. Brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference panel ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. And, of course, Jalen Brunson. Many wonder how they'll do without him. Well, we'll soon find out.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Down low. Sharp. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Well, we've got two teams here that are known for their half-court offenses. You're not going to see either side get out and run very often.
No, they love to slow it down. They love to come down and set the table for what they want to run. And the interesting thing, Kevin, is they've got a ton of options that they can trick defenders into thinking something's coming that's not. So this little chess match is going to be a good one.
And here's Sharp after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Some nice passing by New York here. Paul George with the steal. 3-pointer, Butler, and the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, the night is getting long for anybody guarding Jimmy Butler now. With his shot on target, he's going to open up a lot more of his offense.
Now, here's Toppin. Screen by Nurkic. Toppin with it. He's picked up by Drummond. 2022 was a big season for Obi Toppin in his young career.
Well, we saw him continue to improve as a player, but the big moment obviously was that dunk contest when, after being a runner-up the year before, he finally got to claim that trophy.
Now, here's George. Drummond a screen from the arc. The kick outside to Butler. Here's George. He takes it in. Can't cash in from close range. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Great work, DA. So at the top of their to-do list, Greg, generate buckets.
Yeah, you can get all the stops in the world, but it does you no good if you're not scoring on the other end.
Got to think on top of the game plan, it's about sharing the basketball. If they do that, they'll be just fine.
Shots good by Butler.
And that's experience. Butler just understands where to be.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Simon. Miami grabs the miss.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Allen's shot is off. Knicks trailed by 7.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
Missed inside. Westbrook surveying the D. George with the ball. Now defended by Randall. George, no good. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
The Heat making a switch here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Sharp. The shot, no good. And it's Miami the other way. Outside Butler. And here is Yurtseven. Kicks it out to Allen. Heat moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Butler cans it from downtown. Butler's got 11.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. .51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Simons with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Grimes. And stolen by Butler. Launches it. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Robinson misses.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end.
17.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play. All that hustle is paying off.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. To the paint. Butler with the steal. It's deflected. Toppin with the steal. Pass to Grimes. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Here's some facts. Go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just one playoff series. Total. One.
Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic getting up there and weighting that rim.
Outside Butler. Outside Robinson for the 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. They have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the middle. Here's Achua.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
17-14.
Outside Westbrook. Allen outside. Over in the corner, Caruso. Back to Allen. Pass to Drummond. Outside for George. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You can see Allen's been hanging with the shooters, using that up fake to move the defender around. And for Miami, a tough way to go out last season. Game 7 at home against Boston. Jimmy Butler pulls up for a 3 and that close to the final.
pass to Nurkic. Achua in the corner. New York moving it around. Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simons has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Brent, even when playing catch, the Heat were maybe one shot away from heading to the finals for the second time in 3 years.
Yeah, lots of questions around that shot, Kevin, too, about whether Jimmy should have drove or shot it. And look, let Jimmy be Jimmy. He took the shot. He didn't make it. So now it's about getting back on the grind and trying to get back there. This team has the mental toughness to put themselves in that position.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Inside, and stolen by Drummond. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Westbrook leading the charge. They get it back. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, sometimes basketball is pretty easy, especially when you have a big guy. Get it to the big fella down low. That's Allen, and force the D to foul.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Come on. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Now off the inbound.
And got off to a good start offensively in this game, but have lost a little bit of their touch here in this quarter. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Yep, that one goes.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Drummond in the post. And he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got his first bucket of the night.
That's where you got to get Andre the ball. The closer he is, the more effective he becomes.
Here's Sharp. 1 second left, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Knicks trail by 5. There's the double team with Allen. Pass to Toppin. Tipped away. Here's Sharp. There's a screen by Toppin. Lock at 6. And stolen by Love. Left side, Westbrook. Now, here is Robinson. Tries it from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Back to White. Banked in off the glass. White's got the first field goal, the second half for New York.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Robinson. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's his game right there. Robinson, one of the more deadly shooters in the NBA. After going undrafted in 2018, Duncan Robinson spent most of his rookie season in the G League. And fast forward to now, he's one of the best shooters on the planet.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
He heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Nobody near Allen. That falls. Great assist by Love. Allen's got 9. And for Robinson, his shot attempts, Brent, come almost exclusively from beyond the arc.
He's just done a great job creating this career as a specialist, and he's really good at it, shooting threes in the open floor. Defenders have to stay attached to Duncan, and that allows other guys the space to do what they need to do.
Back to Westbrook. Here's the triple. And the rebound by Nurkic. Knicks trailed by 7. White inside. And he banks in the layup. White's got his second basket of the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Robinson, that's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
36.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. At the elbow, it's Robinson with the shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
1:41 left to play here in the third. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
This is just one of those nights where Jimmy Butler shows why he's a big-time player carrying the team.
Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
There's a minute left to play in the third. Now here's Randall. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Simons. Back to Randall. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Well, Heat leading by 8. And here's George for 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. George has got 8.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Now George. He's got 8. Here's Butler. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Butler's got 20 points.
The mid-range game right now is doing a lot of damage to this defense, courtesy of Jimmy Butler. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For 3, Bledsoe. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Miami. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
45. Come on, everyone.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Heat leading by 12. Left side, Butler. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Lets the 3 fly. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Here's Sharp into the lane. And then Sharp with the dunk.
An exciting player coming into his own. We're seeing all of what Sharp has in this one.
Right side, George. Down low, Butler. The Knicks pull it in.
Oh, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Pass to Simons. And here is Achua. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. They set the pick. And it's Sharp missing. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Back to Butler. To the wing on the left. Jovic. A three-pointer, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Here's Sharp. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside, and he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
Here's George, and that one's on target from the wing. And 12 points for Paul George.
Now, this is when the game slows down for a big man like Andre Drummond. He can make those kind of plays.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Sharp. And it's sent back by Drummond.
2 minutes.
Second shot opportunity. Paul George grabs the miss.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Pass to Drummond.
Great defensive effort from Nurkic. Does not make that shot easy one bit.
Knicks trailed by 15. Now, here's Sharp. Back to Randall. Some nice passing by New York here. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league, and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Here's Sharp. It's deflected.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Heat.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jimmy Butler.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Robinson for three, and he recovers it. And count it from 19 feet away.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Pass to Sharp. Screen by Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Andre Drummond picks one up.
13.
And all the talent in the world. That's what made Sharp the 7th overall pick in a fairly deep draft.
And the second free throw, good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
I know the vibes. Whooped it. I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese. I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. I'm by my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your back here in a two-seat. Swagged out. Familiar, we bringing them out. I still got stuffed in the. Spin back with a. They say I'm moving ruthless. And my